What's going on, everybody? Sam Heine here, checking in with another installment of Sam Heine's Win of the Week, which I'm clearly not doing a great job of keeping up with lately. Quick, bite-sized snapshots of some of the wins and successes that I'm able to create and celebrate with the buyers, sellers, and investors that I work with on a weekly basis as a realtor in the Louisville real estate market. So this week I wanted to highlight a deal that I just closed out on in the last couple of weeks with a couple of friends of mine that were looking in the urban slivers of Louisville. Think Shelby Park, Paristown Pointe, Germantown, Smoketown, those exciting little areas with a lot of cool things coming into them, a lot of cool restaurants, bars, art galleries, and they really loved the walkability of all of it. And so they wanted to get down there, find a little bit more space that they owned themselves, that they could build some equity in at the same time. So with all the searching and smaller details set aside, here are two reasons why it turned out to be such a success. So the first thing is that I was able to help them find ways to save $9,500 in upfront move-in costs between moving costs, appraisal costs, repair costs, lending costs. We were able to save almost $10,000 in upfront move-in costs in a seller's market. And I really take pride in that right now because that is not an easy thing to do in a seller's market. It's very easy to overpay for a house whenever you're buying a house right now, whenever it's so competitive out there. So to be able to save them almost $10,000 was a huge win straight out of the gate. So the second piece of the success story that I wanted to point out on top of the money saved that I mentioned before is that the house that they ended up buying into is just a short half mile from the second phase of the Paristown Pointe redevelopment that's about to be unfolding in the next year or two, and it's just a quick half a mile from Logan Street Market in the opposite direction. So really in a great high growth area with a lot of exciting things coming to that area. You know, not only was that their goal area and one of my personal favorite parts of town, but that's huge for them as homeowners in that area because as those projects continue to build and play out in the coming years, the location of their house is going to become more and more in demand as more and more people want to get down to that area to be close to the attractions, theaters, art galleries, restaurants. They're really nestled into one of the best areas in the city for future appreciation and exciting things to do and be a part of. So not only did they save almost $10,000 in upfront costs, but they bought into quite an asset that should do very well for them in resale value whenever they do go to sell. And there you have it, everybody, another success story in the books. And I think the moral of the story on this one is to be super tapped into and aware of your surroundings whenever you're looking to buy or sell a home. Be super tapped in and aware to the comps and the financials whenever you're looking to buy or sell a home because it's a big financial decision. You know, we're talking about the difference of tens of thousands of dollars sometimes, and it's a big financial decision for you. And there's a lot of ways to lose if you aren't working with someone who's paying attention to those types of details. But there's a lot of ways to win as well if you know how to uncover your leverage, if you're working with somebody that knows how to uncover that leverage. So make sure that you're setting yourself up for a win whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate this year. And with that being said, if you have any questions or know anybody that's thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate in 2021, I would love to be a resource to you or for you to consider me a resource, even if it's just answering a couple of questions. Don't hesitate to reach out. My number is 502-500-6469, and my email is sam@familyrealty.com. Happy to help in every way that I can. And yeah, hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll see you next week, I swear.